everybody. I would like to talk about Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It is a really good show about Captain Pike. Um, he was featured in the pilot episode of Star Trek TOS back in the 60s. And the actor that played him ended up dying in a plane crash from, I think, the plane turbulence or whatever, and he hit the ceiling or whatever, and got a brain aneurysm. I think this is how he died, and he died in the plane crash. So then they wanted to still greenlight the show, keep going. It was such a hit, and I think Lucille Ball from the I Love Lucy show got involved and greenlit the show and produced it under her Desilu Studios production studio, and then you had James T. Kirk came into the whole thing, and then I don't know what season it was, whether it was season one or further seasons down the road. They had the Menagerie Part 1 and 2, which had Pike in a box because he had gotten injured, and I don't want to give the whole plot away to that, but this show takes place well before all this, when Captain Pike is still the captain. On this ship you have Uhuru, you have Scotty, you have Kirk makes appearances on the show, his brother makes appearances on the show, and obviously, did I say Spock is on the show? So it's just a really diverse cast. It's a really good show. And and the first officer, I believe it's the same first officer from the pilot episode, and she was also in the Menagerie when they were doing flashbacks to the pilot episode. So in this season finale of, I believe it's season 3 that I just watched, and I love this show, by the way. I love all the Paramount Plus Star Trek shows. I've been watching it since Discovery with Captain Burnham, back when it was CBS All Access. I bought it back then, the streaming service. I've had it ever since. Now it's Paramount Plus, and I love all the shows. I'm watching slowly but surely the whole entirety of Lower Decks. The cartoon is really good. And I just like all the shows that have come out. And this season, I really started to get into the love story between Pike and his girlfriend, Mary Patel. But we all know, who diehards of the TOS and the show know, that what happens to him when he falls in love with Vina, who the actress who plays her, Susan Oliver. My dad is like in love with her ever since he's been a kid. So it was pretty emotional, because you knew she was going to have to die or something like that for all that to go down with Vina. So by the end of this season finale episode, I think it was episode 10, season 3 of Strange New Worlds, me and my dad were basically crying by the end of the episode. My dad turned me on to Star Trek with TOS, and then I started watching The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, all these different Star Trek shows. Now I love The Orville, which is a big homage to it as well. But man, was this episode not emotional? They went back and showed you, what if Captain Pike didn't die and lived his whole life with Marie Patel, and what if they or Batel, Marie Batel, what if they had lived their whole lives together and had kids? And it was so emotional, because you're thinking, even though you know where the story's going, you didn't know this aspect of the story, of the love story between him and Marie. It was so sad. So later that night, because we watched it like in the morning, later that night when I was going to bed, I was crying over it. It was really sad. Really good episode. Star Trek is still putting out good stuff, so if you haven't watched on Paramount Plus the new Star Trek, I highly recommend it. Okay, that's going to be it, guys. If I have to give this a rating, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. It's getting a 10 out of 10. It was really good. This season was really good. Um, and I'm not gonna like review all the episodes. I think I reviewed a couple of the beginning ones, but really, really good, really, really good show. Really liked it, really liked it. And anyway, may the force be with you, and also live long and prosper. So thank you guys. Bye bye.